Welcome to BuyTheDip.news. Today is May 13, 2026. Our AI model found 8 stocks today with both an article rating of buy and a metric score rating of buy, based on our fundamental and technical analysis. In this video we cover 3 of them. Here's the breakdown. The following content is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always conduct your own research before making any investment decisions. B-I-R-K Birkenstock Holding plc. Consumer cyclical sector. Footwear and accessories. Birkenstock Holding plc, BIRK, shares fell more than 13% after reporting weaker than expected earnings as tariffs and foreign exchange headwinds weighed on margins. The German sandal maker posted fiscal Q2 revenue of €618 million, up 8% on a reported basis and 14% in constant currency, broadly in line with expectations, but net profit dropped 22% to €82 million and operating profit fell 11% to €155.5 million. Gross margins compressed to 53.9% from 57.7% a year earlier, hurt by unfavorable currency moves, higher US tariffs, and costs tied to the acquisition of Birkenstock Australia. Despite the earnings miss, Birkenstock Holding reaffirmed full-year 2026 targets, projecting constant currency revenue growth of 13% to 15% and adjusted gross margin of 57.0% to 57.5%, with adjusted EBITDA margins of 30% to 30.5%. Here are the key growth metrics for B-I-R-K sales growth trailing 12 months, 19.4%, weighted at 25%. EPS growth next 5 years, 15.9%, weighted at 25%. Target price upside, 74.3%, weighted at 20%. Gross margin percent, 55%, weighted at 15%. Drawdown from 52-week high, minus 44.8%, weighted at 15%. Overall score, 71.50 out of 100. Metric rating, buy. To summarize B-I-R-K article recommendation is buy, growth stock score is 71.50 out of 100, metric rating, buy. BET, a Beta Technologies Incorporated, an electric aerospace company, designs, manufactures, and sells electric aircraft, electric propulsion systems, components, and charging systems worldwide. It builds and flown ALIA aircraft consisting of conventional fixed-wing electric aircraft and electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. The company. Industrial sector. Aerospace and defense. Beta Technologies Inc. Beta reported a negative adjusted EBITDA of $97.2 million for Q1 2026, reflecting high R&D and SG&A expenses, with full-year guidance revised to negative $355 million to $445 million. Beta Technologies added $375 million to its commercial aircraft backlog and secured an order from Surf Air Mobility, increasing backlog to $3.9 billion, while expanding its charging network to 123 sites and securing 7 out of 8 possible eVTOL integration pilot program selections by the DoD and FAA. Guidance was raised to reflect an additional $50 million investment in EIPP-related activities, reflecting challenges in creating consistent conditions for FAA testing, particularly demonstrating fire containment in electric motors. Despite progress in electric engine testing and compliance planning, the company faces delays in negotiations with the FAA on the compliance approach for continued rotation, potentially affecting certification timeline. Here are the key growth metrics for BET, sales growth trailing 12 months, 0%, weighted at 25%. EPS growth next 5 years, 47.5%, weighted at 25%. Target price upside, 87.1%, weighted at 20%. Gross margin percent, weighted at 15%. Drawdown from 52-week high, minus 54.2%, weighted at 15%. Overall score, 71.00 out of 100. Metric rating, buy. To summarize B-E-T, article recommendation is buy, growth stock score is 71.00 out of 100, metric rating, buy. NVD, NVIDIA Corporation. Technology sector. Semiconductors. NVIDIA, NVDA, is attracting increased analyst optimism ahead of Q1 earnings, with Susquehanna raising its price target to $275 from $250 ahead of NVIDIA's May 20 report, citing strong demand for its AI chips and next-generation Blackwell and Rubin systems. Analysts expect NVIDIA to report earnings of $1.74 per share, up 115% year-over-year, on revenue of roughly $78.6 billion, representing another massive 78% jump from last year. The company's networking business is also expanding rapidly, supported by NVLink, InfiniBand, and Ethernet systems tied to large AI clusters, while sovereign AI projects generated roughly $30 billion in fiscal 2026 revenue, with further growth expected ahead. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang recently forecast combined Blackwell-Rubin revenue could top $1 trillion through 2027, with China remaining the biggest overhang after export restrictions effectively crushed NVIDIA's market share. Here are the key growth metrics for NVD, sales growth trailing 12 months, 65.5%, weighted at 25%. EPS growth next 5 years, 40.2%, weighted at 25%. Target price upside 19.6%, weighted at 20%. Gross margin percent 71.1%, weighted at 15%. Drawdown from 52-week high 1.4%, weighted at 15%. Overall score 80.00 out of 100. Metric rating, buy. To summarize BuyTheDips, article recommendation is buy, growth stock score is 80.00 out of 100, metric rating, buy. That wraps up today's 3 buy-rated stocks. There are 5 more buy-rated stocks today that you can view at BuyTheDips.news, along with full analysis for every stock. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe for daily signals. Visit BuyTheDips.news to access buy-rated stocks and full growth metrics in real time, the moment they are available rather than after market hours, along with hundreds of additional stocks that weren't rated a buy each trading day. See you next time.